What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another week of games and content on the channel here. I'm JetSetSamurai, your host. Today we're going to try something a little bit different on the channel. We're going to do this whole week where I'm going to rotate through a couple different games. Instead of just focusing down one game, we are going to just dabble in a couple other games for the week. So today we're doing some Slay the Spire, which if you've never played Slay the Spire, is a very cool roguelike card game, deck building, dungeon crawling RPG. It's a lot of things. But definitely check it out, especially if you are on Xbox One and have Game Pass. It is free on there right now. It's been a while since I played, so I'm going to be a little bit rusty, but let's go ahead and just jump right into a standard. Also, my internet has been very hit or miss today. I did reset the connection to the main servers for our internet, so hopefully that's going to clear things up, but the stream may get a little choppy, and if it gets really bad, I'm just going to shut it down for the day, but it looks to be pretty good right now, so we're just going to jump right into some standard. So if you've never played before, there are 3 different classes. Actually, there are 4 now if you play on PC. They just entered into beta a 4th character with a whole new deck and playstyle. Sorry, I'm just finishing my lunch too. And the new character is called the Watcher. But we're just on the base game because we're playing on PS4. So there are 3 different character classes. There's the Ironclad, whose deck mostly focuses around strict DPS and just burning down enemies as fast as possible. We have the Silent, who is more of a technical deck, focusing more on either like poisoning your enemies or just constant drawing or daggering your opponents to death. And then there's the Defect, who is the most complicated but also the most fun, who his deck kind of focuses around like magic and then channeling these different energy style orbs that kind of cycle through, and when they cycle to the end of the track, they do whatever kind of orbs effect. So like fire orbs do damage to the enemies, frost orbs give you shield and stuff like that. So he's the most fun. He's the one I played the most. But we're gonna go see, and if you look down at the bottom of the screen here, so there's nothing under Ironclad, nothing under Silent, but then here on the Defect we have Ascension, because I've beat the game with the Defect before, but I've never beat the game with the Ironclad or the Silent. So we're gonna go ahead and just do a very boring Ironclad playthrough. I call it boring. It's not super actually boring, but he's just kind of the more straightforward character. Like if you're a beginner, you're gonna want to play as the Ironclad first. Let's see. So they also all start with different relics. The Ironclad starts with a relic called Burning Blood, where at the end of combat he heals 6 HP. But then at the beginning of every run as well, you get some options here. You can green text is good things, red text is bad things. But this lose all gold, obtain a random rare relic is usually pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that one first. So let's see, what did he give me? He gave me a magic flower. Healing is 50% more effective during combat. Okay, it's not great, but it's not bad. So then it also takes you to this little map screen where you can chart your path to the boss. And there are 3 levels to go through. So you kind of want to plan your run accordingly. So the little monster faces are enemy encounters. The ones with horns, like you can see on the left side of the screen there, and in the middle are elite enemies, which are a little bit harder. They're kind of like mini bosses, but they give you really good relics when you beat them. And then the question mark ones are event spaces, which is just a random event that can happen. And then the bonfire spaces are spaces where you can rest, regain some health, upgrade cards, stuff like that. And then there's also these treasure chests, which you can see a line of them right in the middle of the screen there. And those just give you some random treasure, usually a relic of some sort. So we're gonna go. Oh, there's also merchant spaces as well, which I didn't see too many of. There's actually only one on this map. Oh, there's two. So there's one kind of looks like a bag with like a little money symbol on it. That's where you can go to buy new cards for your deck and buy some relics that are exclusive to buying from the merchant. But because I traded all my starting gold for a rare relic, we're not going to worry too much about merchants right now. Because I wouldn't be able to buy anything anyway. So we're going to start in the left one here, and maybe go up and hit those two question mark spaces, the event spaces that stem off from the right of this one. But we're going to try to hit one of those elites, and then maybe that second elite. Elites usually give really good relics, so we're going to try to hit one of those elites. A couple of them, actually, if my health and my deck are good. So starting deck is very straightforward. It's just some strike cards, which just do damage, like this guy here. And then there's defend cards, which give you block. And block falls off at the end of the turn. So unless it specifically says that it doesn't fall off at the end of the turn, which sometimes it does not. Or if you have certain relics. Sorry, I'm just trying to grab the last couple bites of my lunch here. Perfect. Okay. All right. So, the number in the upper left of the card is the cost of it. So in that red circle, it says 1 on all of these, and the number to the far left, bottom left of the screen, that 3 out of 3 in the red circle, is how many energy I have to spend this turn. So I can play 3 of these cards this turn. The far bottom left is how many cards I still have in my deck, and I can hit L2 at any time to pull that up and see what other cards are in my deck. In the bottom right, we have the discard pile, so I can pull that up at any time, but it's empty right now. When you run out of cards in your deck, it just shuffles the discard pile and puts it back into your deck. Just like if you played any other deck building, like actual physical card games, like Ascension or Dominion or stuff like that, you'll be very familiar with the mechanic, or Clank or something like that. And the enemy always has a little symbol above his head that kind of gives you an idea of what he's going to do next turn. So this is the cultist, and see that little blue flame means he intends to use a buff. So since he's not going to be attacking next turn, I'm not really worrying about gaining block because it falls off at the end of the turn anyway. So there's no point in gaining block. So we're going to hit him first with that. But now I don't have any other attacking cards in my hand or any other useful cards. I just have blocks. So just to spend the last 2 of my energy, since those also don't carry over between turns and hands don't either, I'm just going to go ahead and gain that block and then end the turn. His power is unmatched. So he's doing some sort of ritual. He gave himself a buff. Let's see what that buff is. At the end of its turn, he gains 3 strength. And strength is like a stacking thing that adds to your attack when you have it. So you'll kind of see what that means when it gets to it. But the game seems to be all about, in my experience anyway, all about buffs and debuffs and stacking them and kind of getting more debuffs on your opponent that they have buffs because they're constantly buffing themselves, and then more buffs on yourself that can take them out quicker. But also staying alive and retaining your health is very important because you do not regain health between encounters. So this bash card costs 2 energy to play, and it deals 8 damage to him and then applies 2 stacks of vulnerable, which makes it take 50% more damage from attacks. And since I don't have any other defense in my hand this turn, and he's going to be attacking me for 6 damage on his turn, according to the little symbol above him, I'm going to be getting hit with that 6 damage no matter what. So this is just going to be a strict attacking turn, but we're going to do bash first because that vulnerable stack is going to work with those other strike cards in my hand as well. So the strike cards are going to do more damage. See, that did 9 damage, but since the bash costs 2 energy to play, I can only play those 2 cards this turn. So he gained 3 strength, and 1 stack of the vulnerable fell off because that falls off your buffs and debuffs fall off 1 every turn. So they're a little bit less effective and also get closer to just falling off completely. So he's gonna hit me for 9 damage this turn. And I want to try to mitigate that as much as possible, but I only have 1 defend in my hand. So I feel like that's pretty important to play because I don't really want to take the full 9 damage because I only have 80 damage. So we're going to defend, but then I could play 2 strikes and deal 12 damage, or I can play bash, deal 8 damage, and put 2 more stacks of vulnerable on, which I think is what I'm going to do. Since I'm not going to be able to kill him this turn anyway, doing the most damage right now doesn't matter. I think putting the debuffs on him matters more. So see, my 5 blocked 5 of that 9 damage, so 4 was the only number that got through. So I've lost 10 health total this round. He's gonna hit me for 12 damage next turn. But let's see if I hit him with a strike, see how the number on the card changed because of his debuff stacks of vulnerability. So I can hit him with 9 damage of that one, and then I can hit him with 9 damage of this one too, and that would kill him. So let's just go ahead and kill him right now. His powers are matched. And then I don't have to worry about it. So I'm gonna take the gold. Ooh. So the Entropic Brew. Oh, you also have little potion slots at the top of the screen. You can see the little square button. Actually, I'm gonna move my sub-goal counter because it's blocking the bar up there. I'm gonna put it right underneath my face. And I'm gonna shrink it. There we go. So you can see there's 3 empty potion slots right up there. And so the potions you can use anytime during your turns. They do not cost energy to play, but when you use it, it's gone. So this Entropic Brew is kind of cool to get right off the bat because it's going to fill all my empty potion slots with random potions once I drink it. So I'm actually going to drink it right now. It has to be during a match, so I can't do it right now. And then I get to add a card to my deck, and then it gives me 3 random cards that I can pick one of to add to my deck. Now this isn't always a good idea because sometimes you want your deck smaller so you can get to your good cards faster. So later on in the game, I won't be doing this as much, unless my deck really sucks and I'm looking for specific cards. But in the beginning of the game, with just the basic deck, you're going to want to always take a card right away. But if nothing pops up that you want, you can always hit the skip button and just skip that. So the banner underneath the title of the card indicates the rarity of it. So gray ones are common, blues are uncommon, and then golds are rare. But they're not like always indicative of how good a card is. For instance, I always really love drawing extra cards on my turn. So Pommel Strike is like a really good choice for me. Blood for Blood, a very strong card, but very situational as well. If the match goes long enough and you take damage 4 times, it's free essentially, and you deal straight up 18 damage, which is nice, but ideally you don't want to be losing that much HP during a match, so I'm not going to take that one. Intimidate's very cool because it is free and applies 1 weak to all enemies, and weakness makes the creatures deal 25% less damage with their attacks. But that exhaust modifier makes so that when you play this card, it doesn't go in your discard pile. It goes away until that next round or the next fight. So it's between Intimidate and Pommel Strike me, but I think I'm gonna go with Intimidate. It's a very good card. Let's hit this event. Sometimes these are good, sometimes these are bad, but it's pretty random. Let's see. As you come to a dead end, begin to turn around. Walls slam down from the ceiling, trapping you. 3 faces materialize from the walls and speak. Forget what you know, and I'll let you go. I require change to see a new space. If you want to pass me, then you must grow. So I can either forget, change, or grow. Forget removes a card from my deck, which is a good thing if you want to thin out your deck. Get rid of some of those early game starter cards that are more useless as you go on. Change transforms a card in my deck, which just takes a card in my deck and changes it into a random card. It could be anything. And then grow is upgrade a card in your deck. So every card has a plus version of it. So when you upgrade a card, it changes that card to the plus version of it. And it usually will make it do 1 more damage, or cost 1 less energy, or remove the exhaust modifier on some cards. It completely is card dependent on what an upgrade will do to a card, what the plus version is. So I think I'm going to transform a card in my deck, because removing the starting cards is always a good option, but transforming is kind of like removing, but also replacing it with something completely random. So it could be something really good, or it could be something really terrible. Who knows? So we're going to go ahead and change. And we're going to change just one of these basic strikes. So what am I going to get? Hopefully something good. Bludgeon. So that's a great card. That costs 3 energy and deals 32 damage. Satisfied, the walls in front merge back into the ceiling, leaving a path forward. So, see, that was pretty useful. I got a really good card out of it. Granted, it is a little bit more of a situational card as well, because it essentially costs all your energy for the turn to cast it. So 3 energy to cast that one. But it deals a ton of damage. So it's a good finisher move just to kind of get it done. My internet is still just being really horrible. My creator dashboard keeps freezing and popping, and my stream health seems to be pretty good though, so that's fine. Alright, so this guy's the Jaw Worm. So he intends to attack for 11 damage. So for free, right off the bat, I could just apply 1 weak to it. So that'll lessen the amount of damage that he's going to do to me. So then if you look in the bottom right, where my discard pile is, above that you'll see a purple number that's 1 right now. That's where I can look at my exhausted cards. Some cards let you bring exhausted cards back into the fold, but they're very rare. So he's going to deal 8 damage to me. So I can actually cast 2 blocks to block all of that 8 damage, and then I still have 1 more energy to hit him. So I blocked all of that, still had 2 block left, but block always falls off, so we're good. So he's going to block and attack for 7 damage this turn. So I could bash him, but then I would only be able to play 1 defend, which means he would get 2 damage in on me, which isn't a horrible thing. Or I could defend, strike, where I block all his damage again and deal another 6 damage to him, which I think is what I'm going to do. It's the safer option for right now. And the early game is all about survivability. You're just trying to just keep as much health as you can going forward up the Spire. So I did draw my Bludgeon card this turn, but it will not kill him because even though he has 31 health and it deals 32 damage, he does have 5 blocks on right now. So it would actually only do 27 damage. And then he'd be alive and then I wouldn't have any energy. But he's not going to attack. He's going to block and use a buff. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and hit him with it. So he gave himself 3 strength. So we just have to kill him this turn, which should be pretty easy. Yeah. So he has 4 health and 6 block, so I just need to deal a total of 10 damage to him to kill him. So I can just bash and then strike and then die. Easy breezy. breezy, lemon squeezy. Alright, so what do we got for cards? Infernal Blade. Add a random attack into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Exhaust. That's pretty good. Entrench. Double your block, but it costs 2 to cast, so a little expensive. And then True Grit. Gain 7 block. Exhaust a random card in your hand. I definitely don't want that. I don't like exhausting a random card because it could be something really good. So let's not pick that one. Probably go for Infernal Blade. Because a random attack card that costs 0 could be something really good like Bludgeon, where it would normally cost 3. But it would be free. Or, well, essentially it would cost 1, because this costs 1 to cast. So we're going to take that one. It's randomness, which I'm not, is an uncontrollable variable in battles, which you don't always want, but it's fine. Well, we can manage it. So if I want to get to first elite there, so I can either take the right path and do 2 regular encounters and then the elite encounter, or I can take the left path, do 2 event spaces and then the elite, which I think I might actually do that. Because you never really know what you're going to get with those event spaces, and it could be good things, whereas with these, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a fight, you could lose HP, which would not be good, but then you'll get a card at the end that would be good. So I think we're going to go ahead and try these event spaces. Oh, so I just got just a treasure chest. Ice Cream. Energy is now conserved between turns, and that is awesome. And that is also permanent, because those artifacts are permanent passive effects that last throughout the whole run. So with energy being conserved between turns, now I don't have to play cards that I don't need, like in the first ever turn that I did, when I was fighting the cultists, where I just played those blocks. I can just pass the turn, and then those 2 energies will just stay with me until the next turn. Another chest. Got a dream catcher. Whenever you rest, you may add a card into your deck. Okay, I'll take it. So you don't have to add a card into your deck, but you may. So that was pretty good. 2 event spaces. We got 2 artifacts out of that. Alright, this guy's kind of a pain in the ass. The Gremlin Knob. So he pretty much just buffs himself up a ton and is going to just be constantly hitting. So right now he's going to use a buff. So we're going to try to get in as much damage as possible. I don't need to use weak because it only applies 1 weak to him. He's not going to hit me next turn, so that weak would just immediately fall off and be useless. And then this card would go away forever because it exhausts. So we're not going to play that. We're just going to save it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bash him, 2 stacks of vulnerable on him, and then strike him. So he gave himself some strength there. So now he's got Enrage. Whenever I play a skill, he gains 2 strength. So let's try to maybe only use. See, this is where he gets really tough because defends are skill cards. So if you look under the picture where it's in little print it says skill, that means that whenever I try to defend, his strength is going to go up, and that's not a good thing. So for instance, do this. Let's see, so at least I can block his whole attack this turn. Oof. Yeah, and he put 2 stacks of vulnerable on me, and he's going to deal 27 damage to me. That's not cool. And if I cast Infernal Blade, because that's a skill as well, he's going to get even more strength. And that sucks. But we're going to do it. It's a gamble, but let's hope it pays off. Okay, that is going to apply 2 stacks a week. That's going to lower his damage. I like that. See, if I defend, it's going to give him another stack of strength. And now we're caught in this endless cycle where I'm just buffing him by trying to stop myself from getting hurt so much. You know what? Let's see what that Entropic Brew gives me. So I can just straight up gain 12 block with that, but we're going to go ahead and do that. he's only going to deal 10 damage. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bash him to try to get those stacks of vulnerable on him. Oof. 10 damage is not the kind of damage you want to be taking in the early game. He's going to do 13 to me this turn. So I could bludgeon him, which would leave him with only 5 HP. But then I would have to just pass and take that whole 13 damage. Or we could defend, which would raise his strength twice. You know, it's a risk. And I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but I think we're going to go ahead and just bludgeon him. Oh, actually, it's going to be a 48 damage because of his vulnerability stack. And that'll kill him. Perfect. So my artifact for killing him is the Bottled Lightning, which when I grab that artifact, I get to pick up a skill, and then I start each combat with that card in my hand, always. So we're gonna do Infernal Blade. Liquid Bronze, that's a really cool potion. Thorns means when somebody hits you, they take that much damage back on them, which is also good. And I have an empty potion slot anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. And then we'll take a card. So Seeing Red is always a favorite of mine. Costs 1 to cast, gain 2 extra energy, and then exhaust it. And then when it upgrades to Seeing Red Plus, I think it's 3 energy. And so that's always really good for playing a ton of cards out of your hand. Feel No Pain. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 3 block. I only have 1 card that exhausts in my deck right now, though that is a great card. And then Spot Weakness. If the enemy intends to attack, gain 3 strength. Cool. Situational, but cool. So we're going to take Seeing Red just because I really like that card. Alright, so who do we got here? We got a Spike Slime Small and an Acid Slime Medium. So they're both going to be attacking me, and the Acid Slime is actually going to give me a debuff with his attack as well. So if I add those up, I'm going to be taking 12 damage this turn. So I'd rather not. So let's see what I can do to just take one of them out right away. I know since I have Bludgeon, I can at least take out the biggest one, the Acid Slime, right now this turn. But I'm going to try to maybe get some extra stuff out of this turn. So let's do Seeing Red first. And then since I Bottled Lightninged this Infernal Blade, I can also play this, and then I can still play Bludgeon because I still will have 3 energy left. So let's go ahead and do that. So see, I can Headbutt, which is a good card, but I don't have anything in my discard pile because both the cards I played exhausted, the Infernal Blade and the Seeing Red. So it's still going to deal 9 damage, which is still very cool. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to Bludgeon the big Acid Slime, and that'll just straight up kill him. So now I'm only going to be taking 5 damage this turn, which is totally manageable. Alright, and then we can just strike him dead. So I had the option to take the Strength Potion, which gains 2 strength, but right now my potion slots are full, so I'm actually going to pass on the Strength Potion. But I am going to add a card to my deck. So what are my options here? We have Flex, gain 2 strength at the end of this turn, lose 2 strength. Okay. Sword Boomerang, deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times, so that'd be a max of 9 damage to 1 enemy if it's just a solo guy, which is not too terrible for 1 energy, but against groups, it's not going to be that useful. Heavy Blade, deal 14 damage. Strength affects this card 3 times. So if I start kind of building my deck in that direction where I'm going to be giving myself lots of strength, that would be a really good card because every stack of strength would affect that card 3 times. So I'm actually going to take that, and then we'll try to maybe build up towards a strength deck. Alright, so here's the first kind of hard choice of the game. I can do an event, or I could do an elite. Now the elite's going to give me an elite relic. The event could be an event relic, though. I just don't know what to pick. I mean, either way, I'm going to get a treasure chest at the end of this, in the next space. Let's go ahead and do the elite. Let's just do it. Oh, this guy really sucks. So this is the Lagavulin, not the liquor. So he has Metallicize, which is a buff that at the end of the turn he gains that amount of block every turn. And he's asleep right now. So when I hit him, he's going to wake up. And that's when the fight gets a little dicey. He's kind of a pain. So I can bludgeon him straight off the bat, and that would deal a fair amount of damage just immediately. Yeah, let's do that. See, then he wakes up, and he's stunned for the turn, so he's not going to do anything the next turn, but... So we have a full turn where we don't have to worry about him attacking, so that was a perfect use of bludgeon. So now he's going to deal 18 damage to me. So let's try and mitigate that. 2, 4, 5, 6. So if I play this, I'll be at 4 energy. So I'm going to go ahead and play Seeing Red. Takes me up to 4 energy. I'm going to do 1 defend, get a little bit of block in there. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else to do, add any more block, but we can bash him and then we can strike him as well. Because that'll give him some debuff. Yeah, 69 health. Nice. So he hit me for 13, not great. This isn't going super well. I really hate the Lagavulin. So he's gonna hit me for 18 again, so I'm gonna go ahead and block 10 of it with 2 defends. And then just strike him. So then I only take 8 damage, but I'm still starting to take a lot of damage from this guy. What's his next move? He intends to inflict a powerful negative effect on me. Okay, that's not great. So this is going to be maybe when I use Infernal Blade to try to get something really good. Body Slam. Deal damage equal to your block. It did not work. I got something bad. Well, I can still block, which will make this do 5 damage. I don't know if that was worth it, but... Because he's not even going to hit me this turn anyway. He's going to do some debuffs. So he put dexterity down and strength down, which isn't great. Shit. This is maybe when I'm gonna do this skill potion. So this is gonna add a random one of these into my deck, and it costs 0 this turn. We're gonna do this Flame Barrier. So I really like this card. It gains a ton of block, and then if I'm attacked this turn, it deals 4 damage back. Every single time that I'm attacked this turn. It does cost 2 energy, which isn't great, and right now with my dexterity down, this is only gonna give me 11 block instead of the normal 12, but I gotta mitigate this damage that he's gonna do somehow, and I can't just keep taking damage from him. So we're gonna do Flame Barrier right away. I still have 3 energy. Could bludgeon him. I could body slam him, which is gonna deal 10 damage. Or I could defend body slam. That might actually be what I do. This is gonna give me 4 block each since my dexterity is down by 1. Any block that I gain this turn is gonna be down by 1 as well. But it's still gonna be enough to completely block his damage, and then I'm gonna get to deal 18 damage to him. I think that was a pretty good turn. And he takes 4 from the Flame Barrier. So let's see if we can kill him this turn. So he has 27 health. I don't think that I can, but I can intimidate him to make him deal a little bit less damage to me next turn. Let's see. So it'd be 11, it'd be 16, 21. Oh, I'd be so close. No, I wouldn't, because Heavy Blade costs 2, so I'd only be able to play that in 1 strike. Unfortunately, we're going to have to maybe eat some of that 13 damage. This is going to deal 9 to me, which is going to hurt. Okay, I'm 30 health down, which isn't great, but he's dead. I heal 9 because of my relic. Nice, that's a pretty good relic. Bag of marbles at the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Not bad. And then I can add another card to my deck here. Alright, so we have Pummel, deal 2 damage 4 times, and then exhaust. It's not great because it exhausts, and it's not really that good anyway, especially if it would be against a group. Oh, but it'd be against 1 single target. It's not to random targets, so it'd still only be a max of 8 damage, which isn't super good, but it does happen 4 times individual, which is good against certain things, but I don't really need it right now. Clash, cost 0. Can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack, deal 14 damage. See, that'd be pretty good for Ironclad because I have a lot of attack cards in my deck, and the chances that I would have only attack cards in my hand along with Clash are pretty much even, I would think. And even if there were some skills in there like block, I could always play them and then play Clash, and then play the rest of the attacks. Or I have Second Wind, which exhausts all non-attack cards in my hand, and I gain 5 block for each card exhausted, which is pretty good. But it exhausts all those non-attack cards, so I don't get them back. Let's take Clash. You know what? No, we're going to take Second Wind. I feel like it's just a little bit more utility in that card. So I have 100 gold. I got my 100 gold back that I gave up at the beginning. So I could swing through the merchant and maybe pick up another card or a cheap relic or something. So yeah, let's do that. But first I get to open a chest. Maw Bank. Whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. Awesome. Love getting this card at the start. No longer works when you spend any gold at a shop. So that means that I should not spend gold at the merchant that I'm about to hit, because as soon as I spend gold, that Maw Bank stops existing. So unless there's something really good, which there's not. Apotheosis is a great card, though. So you can see it down there. It costs 2 to play. Upgrade all your cards for the rest of combat. That's every single card in your deck gets upgraded for the rest of the round, the rest of the combat that you're in. It's really cool, but it's also very expensive. Excuse me, it's also very expensive. So we're gonna pass, since if I spent anything, it would negate that Maw Bank's ability anyway. And I like gold, and we're just gonna keep getting gold. So I have an elite coming up after this next one, so I am down quite a bit of health. I have 59 out of 80 right now. So we're going to hit up this event space and hope that it's something that will give me some health back. As you walk into the room, you hear gurgling and the grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light, perhaps something magical? It looks like you can get some treasure if you just reach inside its opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt, so I can lose 3 HP and I have a 25% chance to find a relic. 3 HP is pretty dealable. Like, I can deal with that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All you find is corroded metal and a bit of burning pain. However, you're still convinced there's a relic. So now I can lose 4 HP for a 35% chance. So I go deeper and deeper. I would lose more HP with a higher chance to find a relic. And I have an elite coming up next, so maybe I'll just do this one more time, and then that's going to be it. Oh, I got it! After rummaging through the metal and burning acid, you finally grab hold of a relic and yank it out. You pull your way up to ooze damage, but rewarded. So what did I get here? Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain energy and draw 1 card. I like that. But I am down to 52 out of 80 health, and we're up against an elite. Oh, it's these guys. So, artifact. So, these guys are annoying because they start with a stack of artifact, which makes it so that the next debuff doesn't do anything, but then that takes off that stack of artifact. But since I had that bag of marbles, which applies vulnerability at the start of every combat to every enemy, it just automatically took those artifacts off of each one of them. So that was pretty good. Okay, so I don't really need to use Seeing Red because I don't really have enough cards that cost more to like utilize that extra energy. And I don't really see the need for an Intimidate right now because only one of them is going to be attacking me. But the other 2 are going to be giving me debuffs, which is not great. So we're going to defend. We'll use Infernal Blade. Give me Uppercut. Deal 13 damage, apply 1 weak, 1 vulnerable. So we're actually going to do it on the one that is going to hit me, so it gives him that weak. So he'll do a little bit less damage to me. So now I'm only going to take 1 damage, which is nice. And then I'm just going to strike the same one. So these guys don't really have a ton of HP. So you can see 2 of them have 41 and 1 of them have 40, the middle one. So these guys are pretty manageable. But the way that they work is the middle one will attack and the other 2 will debuff. And then the next turn, the 2 on the outside will attack and the middle one will debuff. And they could just kind of alternate in that, like, middle, outsides, middle, outsides. So next turn, the 2 outside ones are going to be attacking me. So I got to figure out a way to start dealing with that right now. The Intimidate, if I apply 1 weak to all the enemies, yes, it makes it so that I'm not going to take any damage this next turn by the middle one, but it's going to fall off for the other ones right away. So then when they go to attack me, they're still going to be doing the same amount of damage, and then that'd be 2 things attacking me for full damage. So I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to just go ahead and end my turn right there. So these guys put Dazed cards in your deck when they give you that negative effect. Dazed are just dead cards that you can draw that don't do anything. So they just clog up your hand with just nothingness, which sucks. So I'm about to take 18 damage, which is not great. So I'm going to go ahead and try to mitigate as much of that as possible. Sorry, Heavy Blade, you don't get to get played this turn. Now I'm going to strike the middle one because he's got some health down. So if we can take out one of them, then we can start working on another one. So I did take 8 damage, which isn't great, but see, now I'm in an impasse here because if I use Bludgeon on the middle one, it'll kill him right now, but that's actually 20 damage that's going to go to waste because he only has 12 health, and this is 32 damage, so it would be kind of a waste to play Bludgeon on him. would be a waste for me to play Second Wind right now, because it would exhaust all non-attack cards in my hand, and I would gain 5 block for each card exhausted. The only non-attack card in my hand right now is a Defend, which would give me 5 block anyway, even if I played it, just normally, and it wouldn't even exhaust it. So, but if I bludgeon the middle one right now, I won't take any damage next turn because he'll be dead. Or I could bash him and then strike him. Either way, he'll die. And I'll have used 3 energy. So it doesn't really matter. So let's just go ahead and kill him. And I got 1 energy back because the Gremlin Horn, which I forgot about. So then I can go and start working on the next one. So it's nice because those actually just go straight into my discard pile. My discard pile doesn't go back into my deck until I run out of cards in my deck. But I actually have a lot of them in my deck now. As you can see with my hand right now, which 3 of the 5 cards are dazed. So that kind of sucks. But we're going to go ahead and intimidate both of them. Try to mitigate the amount of damage I'm going to take next turn. Because I can't do much else. Could liquid bronze myself. Let's do it. Oh, I should use the gambler potion that I have in my hand. Dang. Oh, but see, I got to carry over those 2 energy that I didn't use. So I have 5 energy this turn. Actually, I could make it 6. Oh, but there wasn't really a need to do that because this Defend isn't really going to do anything. So let's just bludgeon, although I will get to carry that unused one over, which is nice. And I got an energy for killing an enemy from the Gremlin Horn, so I'm going to carry those 2 extra energy over into the next turn. Hopefully, I'll get him killed this turn, unless all I draw are dazed, which would be horrible. Well, I didn't draw great cards, but I can still mitigate the damage that I'm about to take. I'll Heavy Blade him, and I get to carry 1 energy over to the next turn. Hey Mogwai, good to see ya. Playing some Slay the Spire today. So, he's dead. Awesome. And I got the Whetstone. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. Alright. Bash plus is good. Strike plus not, but that's fine. So Flex would pretty much just give me strength that turn. So that would actually be good with the... what's that card that I took? The Heavy Blade, where strength affects that card 3 times. So I'm actually going to take Flex. And I have half my health, so we're going to pop over into this bonfire and heal up a little bit. And since I have the Dreamcatcher, even though I rested, I can add a card to my deck. So Sever Soul. Costs 2 to cast, exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Deals 16 damage. It's a lot like Second Wind, but for attacking instead of blocking. But I think I'm actually going to take this Shrug It Off because it only costs 1, gains me 8 block, so it's better than block already. But then I also get to draw another card. I love drawing cards, so let's take that one. Alright, so we got these little cordyceps, fungi beasts, as this game calls them, but they're totally cordyceps, which are a real thing, that the clickers in The Last of Us were based on. So these guys have a really annoying thing on them called Spore Cloud, where on death it applies 2 vulnerable to me. So ideally I want to be taking them both out in the same turn, which isn't always the easiest thing to do, because they're still always attacking. So let's try this Infernal Blade first. So I got Sever Soul, exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand, deal 16 damage. The only non-attack card in my hand is Second Wind. And I can just straight up just do that. It'll exhaust that and I'll deal 16 damage. So I think I'm actually going to do that, but we're going to bash first. So that takes out 1, which gave me 2 stack of vulnerable, but it also gave me an energy back because of the Gremlin Horn. We'll block, and then we'll be done. That's the end of that. Easy breezy. Cool, so this is like that flex, except for it's a potion. It gives me 5 strength, and then at the end of the turn I lose 5 strength, which is fine. Ooh, so I don't like True Grit, but we do have a couple cool options here. So Cleave is 1 energy to cast and deals 8 damage to all enemies. Great for groups, horrible for boss fights. Combust costs 1, and it's a power, so that's going to be a passive that lasts for the rest of that combat. That makes it so at the end of my turn, I lose 1 HP and deal 5 damage to all enemies every turn. 1 damage is always a totally mitigatable thing, so I'm going to go ahead and take Combust because I really like that card. So the next one is the boss. So when you rest, you always, or when you hit a campfire, you always have the option to either rest, which heals you for 30% of your max HP, or you can smith, where you can upgrade a card in your deck if you don't feel like you need to rest. I feel like I'm gonna need to rest because a boss is coming up, and I want to be at full strength for the boss. So I'm gonna rest, which is gonna get me to max health, and because of my Dreamcatcher artifacts or relic, I get to add another card to my deck. I'm gonna take another Shrug It Off, I think. Or do I take another Flex? Oh, dang. This is a hard decision. Well, I'll take a Shrug It Off. Should I have done that? Was that a good idea? Was that the correct choice? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We got a boss now. Alright, so this guy is the Guardian. And he has this thing where he shifts modes. After receiving 30 damage, he changes into a defensive mode. And so he's in his defensive mode right now. He starts in it, so he is going to be just blocking, but he's vulnerable. He's got 1 second vulnerable from my Bag of Marbles relic. So I could do this Combust right now and make every turn he gets 5 damage, which is awesome. But it also means that every turn I lose 1 HP. But it's always good to get it at the beginning because it makes it all the more useful to, he's going to be taking more damage from it in the long run. Yeah, we're going to do Combust. Do Infernal Blade. So he's charging up. He's got 9 block now, and he's going to do 32 damage to me. Yikes. So let's intimidate him. Get that weak stack on him. Shrug it off, taking an 8 block and draw a card. This is actually good. Let's do that, and then I can play all 3 of these defense. Mitigate that damage as much as possible. Now he's only going to deal 1 damage to me. I can live with that. So now he's going to be doing a negative effect on me next turn, so I don't need to add any block, but I do love drawing a card. Okay. Okay, he mode shifted. So now he's in his defensive state. So he's got 20 block. Can't hit him anymore this turn. He gave himself a sharp hide. So whenever I play an attack, I take 3 damage. Gonna have to just live with because all I have in my hand are attack cards. So we're gonna flex straight off the bat. Gonna bash to get some vulnerable stacks on him. Reckless charge. Strike. Which I know that just made me take a lot of extra damage that I didn't need to take, but we're getting him down a little bit while he's still in his defensive state. I don't need to worry too much about his attacks. Yes, he's still attacking. Ooh, that 8 times 2 is not good though. Oof. So it looks like I'm gonna need to just defend as much as possible this turn. Okay, Sharp Hide's gone, which means that I can go full force into attacking him again. 5 times 4, which is 20 total. Shrug it off, which means we draw a card. Shrug it off again, which means we draw another card. And I'm actually just going to defend again. So I can take no damage from him. I'll take 1 damage from the combust, and he'll still take 5 damage. So I'm just slowly chipping him away with this combust. He's defending this turn. So this would be the turn that I would want to get in as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, I drew a lot of defend cards. So we're actually going to do a steroid potion, which gives me 5 strength this turn. And then heavy blade, where strength affects it 3 times. And then I don't need to play any of these other cards because I don't need to block right now. And then I can carry over that energy to the next turn because my ice cream fell. 32. Oh, I don't have anything to mitigate it with. I could use my Gambler's Brew to just discard all the attacking cards out of my hand and hope that I draw blocking ones, which I think is exactly what I'm going to do. Ooh. Not great. Alright, so he's going to do a debuff this turn. I'm just going to bludgeon him. So he mode shifted. So there's no point in attacking him again. I'm going to end my turn there so I get to keep my 1 energy. He's got that sharp hide back on, so let's shrug it off. Defend, and then we're actually not going to attack him at all because I don't want to take any damage from the sharp hide. So pretty much just going to be chipping away at him with that combust, and then banking all that energy that I'm not using. Again. Defend. He's back out, so the sharp hide is gone. probably should have blocked more, but... That'll do it. Ah, I don't know what to take. Huh. I mean, Fiendfire is really good. But it exhausts everything that it uses, and itself. But it deals 7 damage for every card that it exhausts. Berserk is really good, because at the start of my turn I would always be gaining an extra energy, and if I'm banking energy with my ice cream cone, I'd have tons of energy. Which isn't great if I don't use it, though. Barricade is cool, but it costs 3 to play. I'm gonna have to take Fiendfire. Alright, now I get to pick a boss relic. So the Orrery, upon pickup, choose and add 5 cards to your deck. Empty Cage, upon pickup, remove 2 cards from your deck. Lizard Tail, when you would die, heal 50% of your max HP, instead works once. I feel like I'd need to take the Lizard Tail. Anything that can extend the run when it would normally end. Good thing in my book. Alright, we are an hour into the stream. I'm just going to get up and stretch really quick, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Move that away from my face a little bit. Alright. So let's see, what does this map look like? So there's no way I can avoid any elites. So I'm always going to be fighting an elite at some point, usually about the halfway point. Because there's tons of elites right there on every path. So let's try to get as much added into my deck before that, because Act 2 elites can kind of be a pain in the ass depending on which one you get. Luckily, they do refill your HP when you beat a boss and advance to the next level. So, I have a lot of gold, but I kind of like the idea of just banking it for a while until I really need it all. Let's go for this route. Alright, this guy's a pain in the ass because that 40 barricade is the worst. So his block is not removed at the start of its turn, and he will just keep blocking and building up that barricade. He's only got 20 health, but his block just keeps going up and up and up. So you have to find a way to mitigate that. Plus he's got two artifacts, so he's going to negate the first 2 debuffs that are on him, which isn't great. So let's go ahead and just remove one of those artifacts right now. With that, I feel like that's a decent use of that card. Oh, thanks, Mogwai. You get this. You get this. We're going to do Infernal Blade. Do a 5 to... see? But he doesn't have Vulnerable because he's got that artifact on. It's not a great starting hand. But we're going to start slowly chipping away at his barricade. And my ice cream cone always lets me retain energy from one round to the next. So he's going to hit me for 10, which is going to give me a negative debuff as well. Let's shrug it off. Not a great card to draw from that. So I could still bludgeon, which would take off a bunch of his barricade. And just eat 2 damage, which I think is going to be what I do. I want to start wearing down that barricade as early as possible, because that starts getting really rough with this guy. So I've got 5 stacks of Frail on me, which means I gain 25% less block from cards for 5 turns. And now is when he's going to start hitting me hard. So he's going to start doing 10 times 2. So let's shrug it off. Could do Fiend Fire. No, I need to mitigate damage here. It's not great. He's still going to do 11 damage to me, which sucks, but... should I do Fiend Fire? Do you think it would kill him? It would exhaust 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 times 4 is 28. He has 13. It wouldn't kill him. So I shouldn't do that. Unless I flex. Let's just check this. So I deal 9 damage for each card exhausted, but there's one less card in my hand. So it would be 1, 2, 3. It would be 9 times 3 is 18. No, 9 times 3 is 27. Which still wouldn't kill him. Dang it. Okay, so we'll play the longer game here. We're gonna combust, we'll shrug it off. Dang it. Will this kill him? No. Dang it. But it's kind of my only option at this point. Oh, but that'll kill him. Yeah. Nice. Armaments plus taking it. Should I go to the merchant? It would disable my mob bank if I spent any money, but I have a ton of money. No, let's just keep building money. Scaling the city, you notice a wall covered in the writing of ancients. As you try to wrap your head around what the puzzling symbols and glyphs could mean, the writing begins to glow. Suddenly, the message becomes clear. So I can choose elegance or simplicity. Elegance is remove a card from my deck. Simplicity is upgrade all strikes and defense. Let's upgrade them all, because I still have all of them in my deck anyway. Yeah. Oh, the Colosseum. Thwack! You were knocked unconscious. Groggy and with a throbbing head, you awaken to find yourself thrown in the center of a massive stadium with an overflowing audience of slavers, cultists, and other denizens of the city. An armored giant with a golden crown bellows at you from atop. We now begin the 4200th combat. A gate on the opposite side opens. I'm just gonna bank this energy, I think, instead of... Because I could do that and then do Fiend Fire, but then that would only do 10 damage to one of them. So it's not a great use of Fiend Fire. So we're going to go ahead and bank it and just save that for later. So I'll take 4 damage. Not bad. I do have a Weakened on me, which makes me deal 25% less damage, but I could always flex. Yes, we're going to flex. So first we'll defend just to get some block on. Let's do Bash, just because then I'll get the vulnerable on him, and that's a little bit more useful. I'm going to take damage, which isn't great. This is not a great hand at all. We'll do that. There's that. So this is going to be another one of those where I just kind of block forever and chip away at him with combustion. Maybe not. Oh, totally. Dead. 63 damage. Whew. Very dead. Well done, weakling. The giant mock claps whilst he riles up the crowd with exaggerated gestures. Gold and confetti shower you. Time for the real challenge. The last battle left a small opening in the Colosseum's wall. You can easily escape through there while everyone is distracted. Do you stay and fight? Ooh, a powerful fight with many rewards. Let's do that. All right. Well, I don't love this. Dang it. That was the worst possible option. Well, we can just do this. Ooh, that wound card is just a dead card that's going to keep coming back around. See, he's got that enrage on him now, too. Shit. Oh, and it's even whenever you play a skill. Oof. Yeah, that's no good. One, two, three, four. So 7 damage times 3 is 21, and then he's going to take 7 from the combust. So oof. 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. Let's do this. I know I'm just giving him strength, which is not great. That's not bad, though. Hopefully I can survive this. Wow. This is the worst possible time to draw Clash and Flex. Oh, I'm gonna die. Shit. Ah. Oh. That's really it for me. Wait, Lizard Tail. Oh. Yeah. Thanks, Lizard Tail. Alright, so I got Champion Belt. Whenever you apply Vulnerable, apply 1 weak. And Letter Opener. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Also dope. Fortunately, unfortunately, none of these cards are great. I mean, Anger's kind of cool. I guess I'll take that one. Oh, I really hate these guys. That was easy. I think that Iron Wave Plus. I just realized that because I have the bag of marbles, which applies one vulnerable to all enemies at the start of each combat, and I have the champion belt, which whenever you apply vulnerable, apply 1 week, makes it so that every battle starts with all the enemies getting a vulnerable and a weak, which is awesome. Because I can intimidate them, give them even more weakness. Cool, cool. And I got the bird on the ground. That was a pretty good use of that. Oh no, not 2 damage. Suffer. Oh, what does Hex do? Whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle 1 days, and you drop out. Blah. That's fine, I guess. So that upgrades all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. They're already all upgraded. He's dead. Gives me an extra energy. Okay, shrug it off. Combust. Defend. Defend. So he ain't gonna do shit. Oh! Are you kidding me? Wow, I hated that. But he's gonna die this turn. See, now I could go for that feel no pain. Maybe I'll start building into a block deck. I'm gonna hit the Bonfire, Elite Bonfire. Rest. Heals me all the way. Get to put another card in my deck. Throw Dropkick in there. And I'm at full health. Up against this elite. Oh, these guys aren't that bad. it's pretty much just 3 regular guys, but the middle guy can be a little annoying, so we gotta take him out first. So we're gonna give them all weakness. I'm gonna shrug it off. Infernal Blade. Anger, and then we'll defend plus. Pretty good turn. And I'm gonna take 3 damage. That's not that bad, although I did take a weak stack and then a wound card, which isn't great. So let's shrug it off first. Yeah, okay. So we're going to feel no pain and we're going to combust. That combust is going to be really useful because it hits all 3 of them every turn. And that's not affected by weakened at all. So that's how I'm going to win this for sure. See, now they're getting stronger because their weakness wore off. So now I really gotta get into blocking. Ooh, I'm going to take a lot of damage this turn. Oof. I wish Fiendfire hit all of them, but it doesn't. So I can kill the middle guy, which gets me another card. I'm going to take a lot of damage again, though. That's not great. So we'll do that. We'll bludgeon this one to death. Iron Wave. Shrug it off. There we go. But I took a lot of damage during that. Okay, enemies in elite combats have 25% less HP. I don't really want any of those, so we're actually going to skip that card. And we're going to rest. Take another copy of Anger, I guess. Basically a free 6 damage. All the routes from here look pretty much the same, so we'll just pick one. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP. We like that. What do we got here? You find yourself in a room filled with racks of test tubes, beakers, flasks, forceps, pinch clamps, stirring rods, tongs, goggles, funnels, pipettes, cylinders, condensers, and even a rare spiral tube of glass. Why do you know the name of all these tools? It doesn't matter. You take a look around. Find some potions. So I'm actually going to take this ancient potion, and we'll take strength potion. Discard that. Take the strength potion. Or do I want to take this and get rid of the artifact potion? Yeah, let's do that, actually. Cool. Might have been a bad move, but it's been a really long time. Plated armor. Ugh. So plated armor is really annoying because they're just going to keep regaining that armor every turn. But every time I deal unblocked damage to them, it reduces their plated armor. So let's see what I can do with this turn. So we'll Seeing Red, shrug it off. Infernal Blade. What card do I have in my discard pile? Shrug it off. So we'll do... Oh, should I do this on this thing and basically kill it? Should I do it on this thing? I'm going to do it on this thing. Let's get that plated armor down. Yeah, I gotta defend through it. I'm gonna take some damage, but it won't be much. It'll only be 3. And that's not bad. Okay, so actually, I use that Feel No Pain, so whenever a card is exhausted, I gain 3 blocks. So this is when I start using all my exhausting cards, like Intimidate. Oh, I should have used Armaments first. Dang it. Shrug it off. There we go. So that built that nice little engine for me where I have Shrug It Off, or where I have Feel No Pain and Combust both on. So I should really start exhausting cards. So the rat's gonna die this turn. Well, the mushroom, rat, whatever. So I don't need to worry about him anymore. So we're gonna flex. Hit that, puts vulnerable on him and weak. Then I drop kick him because if he's vulnerable, then I get an extra energy and draw a card. Perfect. Awesome. Then I get an extra energy for the next turn. Take a little bit of damage, but it's totally manageable and well worth it. Because now, go like this, go like this, and then we go like this. Poison's pretty useful. You know what? We're going to take it. We'll skip a card. I don't really want any of those. Oh, these guys are so annoying. All right, so the guy on the right is going to heal a lot. So this is the Mystic. His thing is he heals them both a ton. And then the Centurion is going to just keep attacking me. Yeah, he buffs and he heals, and it's really annoying. So I'm actually going to just punch him. Ooh. I just don't think that's a great idea. Although, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards, and it exhausts. I'm actually going to take that and use it. And we'll do that. Oh, nice. And that activated my letter opener, which I forgot I had. Let's do another skill potion. Oh. I want that in my deck right now. Don't need to do that. I think that's going to be the most useful thing I do. There we go. Okay. Now I think is when... Yeah, look at all those artifacts, says Mogwai. Yes. I'm doing pretty good. Now I'd take Barricade because now is when I would most likely be able to utilize it best. Since I can really start banking my energy between turns, Barricade will be a little bit more useful. But not right now. Well, actually... No. We're going to do Feel No Pain. Infernal Blade. Every card in your hand is an attack, and none of them are. Great. Caw, caw. Huh. Well. I don't really think I need to do that. So we're going to do that. He's going to hit me for basically 5 damage, so I'll just do that. And then we'll just bank that 1 energy for the next turn. Suffer. Hexing on me. Not great. But do that. We'll do it again. This isn't going great for me, so I don't really need to play armaments. If I can attack the bird 3 times this turn, which I can do, then he'll fall. And that was worth it. I'll take some damage. I'll take 9 damage, which is fine. Oh, 8. Ah, shit. Oh, he's dazed. $24 damage. Ah. Oh, see you later, Mogwai. Off to a client site. You're welcome for the wonderful entertainment. Always good to see you in the chat. Bye. Pop that barricade on there. Just because I'm not getting attacked this turn. I have 69 health. Nice. So, I could potentially use Clash this turn. Won't really do much, but let's do C and red, and then we'll defend. See, what's nice about those dazed cards that he keeps stuffing in my deck is that they're ethereal, which means that if it's in my hand at the end of the turn, it exhausts. And then that, coupled with my Feel No Pain, whenever a card is exhausted, gain 3 block, means that I'm pretty much just gaining a ton of block, no matter what. Like, at the end of this turn, I'm going to be gaining at least 9 block, which is nice. Or, I hit him, then I do Second Wind. Look at that. Tons of block. Ooh, so I have to kill him this turn. Which shouldn't be that hard. Got him. Oh, let's do it. I don't think I need to rest. I'm at pretty good amount of HP for the boss. So let's maybe upgrade a card. I'm going to upgrade the Infernal Blade because then that'll cost 0 to cast. It's basically like a free random attack at the beginning of every game. Ooh, this guy's real annoying. So this is the Collector. He is really annoying. So I'm going to get Barricade right on me right away. Because he's not going to spend the first turn attacking anyway. He summons minions, and they suck. So we gotta sort of start mitigating the damage from them while also worrying about him and trying to get his health down. He's not my favorite boss to fight, but it's fine. I could put a poison on him. Actually, I'm going to do that. Let's flex. Sucks because I don't have any blocks or damage mitigation this turn. So the only thing I can really do is just damage. And yeah, I can kill one of them. Cool. And then I can put Combust right on. Ugh. I don't think this is going to go well, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. You are mine. Ooh. Ah, this is not going to go well for me. I forgot that I have Barricade on, actually. I should really start banking up that block. Oh, I'm gonna die. Shit, 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 shit. Well, the nice thing is, I have a ton of block. So I'm not going to survive this. This is totally how I die, though. Shit. I'm gonna have very little health left. Fuck, Combust is totally gonna kill me if I don't kill him first. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, we gotta take that demon form. Whoo. Sis. Okay, Mark of Pain. Gain energy at the start of your turn. At the start of combat, shuffle 2 wounds into your draw pile. Start of combat. Okay. Whenever you lose HP, draw 1 card. Upon pickup, transform 3 cards, then upgrade them. I think I'm going to go with the Mark of Pain. All right, Act 3. Oof, Donu and Deka. Those are going to be the final bosses for this run, and they're very difficult. So, boy. And I always forget which one I'm supposed to take out first. Actually, you know what? I'm going to Google it really quick. Which one do I take out first? Donu or Deka? Who do you... Donu. Unless you're playing a spinning top deck or another deck where drawing a dead card would cripple your turn. Donu buffs strength. Deka adds daze to your deck and casts armor 2. If you have a large deck, then daze isn't going to hurt you that much. If you have a very small deck, then daze could possibly be worse because you'd have a higher chance of drawing it. This is just from Reddit. Reducing incoming damage is usually a good thing, so I'd say a lot of the time killing Donu will be the best option. However, you need to evaluate the pros and cons each time you reach that point to actually play optimally. So the general consensus seems to be that Donu is the better option to kill first. So we're going to do that. All right. Back to my dashboard here. There we go. So, I mean, then that's all assuming that I can get to Donu and Deka. So, Let me find a path with a elite so I can get that good Act 3 elite. There's an elite on all the paths, which is fine. The bonfire on that one before the elite, and then one after the elite too. Okay, so we're gonna go with that one. Well, these guys suck. Cool. Okay. Well, let's combust. So I just gotta get those explosive ones down before they explode. I don't really need to do that right now. That'll do it. Oof. The thorns, though. Not great. Take that thunderclap, though. Let's go for an event. While walking and traversing through the chaos of the Spire, your thoughts suddenly begin to feel very real. Imaginings of monsters and riches begin to manifest themselves into reality. The sensation is quickly fleeting. What do you do? I can say, I am war, fight a boss from Act 1, obtain a rare relic. I am awake, upgrade all cards, you can no longer heal. Or I am rich, gain 999 gold, but I'm cursed with with 2 normality. While in hand, you cannot play more than 3 cards this turn. I don't want that. Okay, let's fight a boss from Act 1 and obtain a rare relic. That seems like the best option. Oh, this guy's easy. At this point, Act 1 bosses should be no problem. Don't really need any block because they're both doing their own thing and not attacking me, so I'm just gonna bank that energy. They're just licking me. Which is fine. Alright. Yep. Nope. I should not do that. Or should I? Oh. Actually, I'm totally going to do that. Yeah. I like that. So I take a little bit of damage, and I get licked again. That's fine. So if I hit him for 3, it's not going to interrupt him from that. So I'm actually just going to bank that. I'll take 4 damage, but that's fine. Because look at all my energy. That's all I had to do for a rare relic. Raise your max HP by 14. And I got another poison potion. Let's take Clothesline Plus. Yeah, I'm totally okay with killing an Act 1 boss in Act 3. They're easy by that point. Mm. He's gonna die this turn anyway. Blap. Oh, let's see. Alright, I'll take Spot Weakness Plus. Twist my arm. They just keep trying to give it to me, so might as well take it. Alright, these guys are really annoying because they have lifelink, and if the other enemies are still alive, they revive in 2 turns at half HP, so I gotta kill them all at the same-ish time. Well, I really want to do demon form, but I know it's probably not the best idea right now. I could do bloodletting. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some damage, but I think I can deal with that much damage. That's fine. All these guys got to come down around at the same time anyway because of their lifelink ability. So hit that one. I even got vulnerable on him? No. But I could put vulnerable on one of them with bash. Let's do that one. Seeing red. Anger that one. Oh, he died. So actually, now I'm kind of screwed. I got to take these other two out within 2 turns. Which hopefully I can do, but it kind of is looking like I won't be able to do. Block that and do that. Get that combust. I'll take a little bit of damage. He came back, the middle one, but that's fine. So, let's see. Could barricade. Do love a good barricade. But maybe it's a little bit too late in this run. $17 damage for each exhausted card. That is ridiculous. I mean, I could do this, and then barricade, and then fiend fire, and still kill one of them. But then I have to take out the other 2 within 2 turns, which I could do that. That's manageable. Yeah. Boom. Now I only have to take out 1. He's dead. Forgot about combust. That wasn't so bad. Let's grab Rampage. Okay, only one of them is attacking me this turn. So let me do my normal engine buildy thingy of putting on Combust and feel no pain right away. Do Infernal Blade. It doesn't really matter which one I hit, hey? Okay, 9 damage with that one. But I'm going to be taking a lot of damage. Maybe I'll do Second Wind first. And that'll get me at least a decent amount of block. Oh, I'm going to take a lot of damage this turn. Fuck. Oof. Well, I got an armaments for the next turn. I only took 1 damage. That's not that bad. Take 1 damage every turn from combust anyway. Let's intimidate them. Oh, I should have used armaments first. That was my bad. All right. So we'll rampage. Shrug it off. Oh, I should have done shrug it off first. 24. Oh, I was really hoping I'd be able to kill that guy with this turn. Actually, that's not so bad. Thanks, Combust. Oh, my health is so low. I'm actually going to take blood for blood at this point, just because there's so many... I could lose HP every turn if I put Combust on the first turn. Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to fight an elite in this state. So let's rest. 69. Nice. Could add another bludgeon, or could add a clothesline plus. We'll have to pop that in. Deck's getting a little fat, but that's fine. I have so much money. What does Malleable do? Upon receiving attack damage against 3 block, block gain increases as Malleable is triggered. Resets to 3 at the start of your turn. Reactive, upon receiving attack damage, changes its intent. And Combust doesn't change his intent. It's only attack damage, so that's cool. Still blocking through everything, so this isn't that bad. Pop Iron Wave. Ooh. Take a little bit of damage from that, but that is fine. Oh, I can just kill him. Deal. Ooh. Ooh. Let's do that. Got an elite. Alright, so this guy is the Nemesis. So he's not going to be hitting me next turn, so I don't need to worry about blocking. So let's just attack the shit out of him. Can I put vulnerable on him anyway? No, I cannot. That's fine. Oh wait, he had vulnerable on him. Nice. Alright, he's intangible and he gave me 3 burns. So intangible means that he, this turn, is going to only take 1 damage from every attack. So it's reapplied every other turn. Okay. Okay. Well. Oh, fuck. 45 damage? Oof. There's legitimately nothing I can do about that. Shit. Except for that. Everything else is just going to do 1 damage to him. Could do that and then drop kick him. Shit. But then the next time Rampage comes around, damage will be increased. It'll take a lot of damage, though. Oof. Oof. 6 times 3. God, and there's still nothing I can do about it. Well, that'll block that whole thing at least. And I get to hold 2 of those energy for the next turn. Six times 3. Shrug it off. He's intangible this turn. So that means I can do one of these guys and just start building up a bank of block. So let's flex on this motherfucker while I can hurt him. And I'll just keep building up that block bank. Intangible. Okay. Shit. Well, I'll block it all. Now he is tangible. So let's beat him up. Got him. A pair. Get another spot weakness plus. Let's see what's in this chest. The boot. Whenever you would deal 4 or less unblocked damage, increase it to 5. I'll take it. So I had a ton of gold. So I think now would be a good time to go ahead and do this. Spend some of it. Because I have a lot of gold and I'm almost done at the final boss, so Let's buy each of these. We'll do the card removal service. All right. That's pretty good. I got 3 new relics. What's the repulsor's whole deal? I think they're just attackers. But I gotta get rid of this guy first. That was a pretty good turn. Killed off 3 of them. That'll be the rest of them. No, I don't need any of those. Let's do this. We'll rest here. That'll put me almost at full health. We'll go do these 2 events and then hit the bonfire, and if I'm getting any damage and have to use that bonfire to heal, I can, or I can use it if I don't need the health to smith and upgrade something. So falling. As you head upwards, hopping from one floating shape to another, you slip. You begin to fall. While in free fall, you consider your options. Land safely with your greatest techniques. Channel a power to survive the fall. Strike at the wall to hang onto it. So I can land and lose shrug it off. Channel and lose feel no pain. Or strike and lose clothesline plus. Oof. I don't want to do any of those. But I guess that's the... Ugh. I hate that. You land with extreme grace before continuing on. That sucked. A highly ornamented tomb can be seen on the other side of a floating path. Upon reaching the tomb, you notice a slot for gold coins with a scratched out inscription above it. So there's a locked option which requires the red mask, which I don't have, or I can offer 573 gold to lose all gold and obtain a relic. Well, you know what? I'm at the end of the game, and there's no more merchants or anything, so I'm just going to give them all my gold to get a relic. So I got the red mask. Take from others as I have taken from you. So what does the red mask do? Hopefully something useful for a boss. Start of each combat, apply 1 week to all enemies. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so I don't need to use this to heal, so let's use it to smith something, and we'll just upgrade something. Let's see, so seeing red starts to cost 0 and gives me 2 more. Oh, yeah, we're going to do that. Always like more energy. Alright, Zonu and Zeka, here we go. Which one did I say I was going to kill first? Donu? Let me... I forgot. Let me look it up again. Should I kill Donu or Deka first? Donu. Okay. Donu it is. Alright, let's do that rad thing where I do feel no pain, and then combust. And we'll Infernal Blade. Let's just really poison him. This is going pretty well so far. Do that. Demon form. Shrug it off. Yeah. Do that and that. I'm gonna take some damage, but it's fine. I'll mitigate the damage that I take from him a little bit. It was going so well, and now I'm not really loving this rush run. That's better. I'm gonna win, maybe. That was the easiest Donu and Deka fight I've ever experienced. Thump, thump, the thump, the thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the Spire? The source of this evil? You ready your blade. You deal 767 damage. The heart squirms and bleeds, but is ultimately still pounding. Are your mightiest attacks not enough? You ask yourself, have I been here before? You feel that you have dealt a total of 1523 damage to the heart. A total of a lot more than that damage has been dealt by all who have challenged it. The heart pulses louder and louder as your consciousness fades. Sleep. Well, hey, that's my first time clearing with the Ironborn, so that's kind of exciting. Only took me 2.5 hours. New unlocked relics show up in future runs. A Memori, prayer wheel, and shovel. Dope. Now I just have to beat it with the silent. And I'll have beat it with all 3 of them. So let's go ahead and do a standard with the silent, I guess. Really quick before we start this, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break to stretch and refill my water, and I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right. We are back. Thanks for being patient and waiting through the bathroom break that turned into a doggy bathroom break as well. All right. Ooh, okay. So the Silence starting relic is the Ring of the Snake. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards, which is pretty good. And the options that I have right now are Transform a card, obtain a random common relic, lose all gold, obtain a random rare relic, which is what I took last time, and lose your starting relic and obtain a random boss relic. But I really like the Silence starting relic because those 2 extra cards are extra options. And this one really wasn't that big of a deal, especially because I got the Maw Bank, but... Harley, come here, bud. Come here, Har. We're going to do that one again. 99 gold isn't really that much to write home about. Tingsha. Whenever you discard a card during your turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. That's really good. What does this look like here? I think we're going to just go right up the middle to start, because that Bonfire Elite event chest is looking pretty good. Yeah, let's do it. Harley. He's being really strange. Come lay down, bud. Come lay down right here. Up. Up, Har. Right here. Up. 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 Okay, or not. Oh, he wants to come sit on my lap. Oh, okay. There you go. Oh, hi, buddy. You want to be on camera? Oh, is that what this is about? You want the attention? Thank you. Mwah. Oh. I love you too. Thank you very much. Mwah. Okay. I'm gonna lay down on my lap. There's no food up here for you, bud. Just water for me. Ah, refreshing. Okay. So, we're just going to kill that one. Nice. All right, what do we got? Prepared. Draw 1 card, discard 1 card. Oh, so you'll notice that the backs of the cards for the Silent are green instead of the red like the Ironborns were. It's because everyone has a different pool of cards they have the potential to draw from. Harley, you gotta just lay down, bud. Lay down. I really love that card. We're going to do that. It's 99 vulnerable. It's so good. Cultist never attacks right away. He always just says, my power is unmatched. And activates the ritual buff. So I just spent my first turn just hitting the shit out of him. And we can totally kill him this turn. Boop, boop. Alright, so we got a deadly poison. Apply 5 poison. Acrobatics, draw 3 cards, discard 1 card, and a sucker punch. Deal 7 damage, apply 1 weak. You know what's really fun with the Silent? Building a poison deck. So I'm going to build a poison deck. So we're going to take that deadly poison. Put that 99. Do that. Apply 5 poison and defend. Look at all them debuffs. See, the Silent can be fun. If you build the deck right and if you get the right things handed to you, the Silent is very fun to play as. Oh. Harley. Come here, buddy. Oh, yes. You can sit just like that, buddy. There you go. Oh, let's see. It's going to do 10 to me. Let me give him another stack of poison. Just defend through it. Oh, and just let the poison take him. Take his soul. And we'll neutralize. And strike. And strike. And he's dead. Right, buddy? Like that fire potion. Deflect is a free gain 4 block. Piercing away all enemies. Lose 6 strength this turn. Exhaust. Or sucker punch. I really like that piercing wail. Who's got the most? What does Shackled do? At the end of its turn, gains 6 strength. Ah. Well, let's poison one of them. Poison that one. And we'll do that and discard that. I'm going to take some damage, but got to get that wizard out of there. Because he does a pretty beefy attack if he gets going for too long. Ugh. Speaking of beefy attack... just block through this. I'm going to take some more damage, but it's fine too. These guys just suck. Keeps putting that weakness on me. Oh, yeah. Poison stab. Deal 6 damage, apply 3 poison. Just keep getting all the poison. Okay. I don't really have any money. So I'm actually not going to buy anything. We are going to rest. Almost back to max HP. Got an elite. So I'm going to give him that 99 debuff. This guy really sucks to fight with the silent because like all of your cards are skill cards. So you're constantly just buffing him by playing just the cards in your hand. And then he does a bunch of damage to you like that. Fuck. I'll just eat the 16 damage, I guess. I fucking hate this guy. I can kill him this turn. He's just too dangerous to leave alive for that long. Snecko Skull. Whenever you apply poison, apply an additional 1 poison. Oh, fuck yes. Fuck yes. Alright, we got Backflip. Gain 5 block, draw 2 cards. Flying Knee. Deal 8 damage next turn, gain an energy. And Masterful Stab costs 1 additional energy for each time you lose HP this combat. I don't love that one. So, it's going to be between these two. I like the Backflip, though. Hopefully this event won't kill me. As you make your way down a long corridor, you see a banana, a donut, and a box floating about. No, upon closer inspection, they are tied to strings coming from holes in the ceiling. There is a quiet cackling from above as you approach the objects. What do you do? Oh, I really, really, really need to heal. Yep. Banana. Gotta do it. Kunai. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dexterity. Not great, but not horrible. We're going to go up this way. A gremlin is madly shuffling cards on a table. This monster seems to be a harmless one. You approach him out of curiosity. 12 cards. Match them to keep them. 5 tries. No do-overs. Are you ready? Let's start. Okay, so Wraith form, outmaneuver, discovery, neutralize, writhe, neutralize, alright. You complete the gremlin's game and look up. He disappeared? Well, I got a couple cards. Don't need to do Piercing Wail. I like that card. Too bad it didn't really help all that much. Alright, we got outmaneuver. Next turn, gain 2 energy. Well-laid plans. A power that costs 0 at the end of your turn. Retain up to 1 card. Oh, that's what I'm taking for sure. Let's go over here. We got one more fight, and then a bonfire, and then an elite. I should have blocked more that turn. Shit. Oh, I interrupted him with the poison. Nice. That's actually a good thing. Not that I really need to retain a defend, but might as well, right? And they're both going to die from poison. All right, malaise. Enemy loses X strength, apply X weak exhaust. Pretty good. Infinite blades. At the start of your turn, add a shiv into your hand. Also pretty good. And then prepared again. Let's do... I really like the shivs because they're free and they do, I think, 2 damage. We're going to do infinite blades. Sorry, malaise. I thought about it. All right, we're going to go here and rest. The next is an elite. And then the next, the Lagavulin again. But then the next one will be another bonfire to rest again. If this guy kind of kicks the crap out of me. So let's see. We'll do deadly poison, poison stab, and a strike. That'll wake him up. He's stunned for a turn, but now he's already got 10 stacks of poison, which is nice. Well-laid plans, get discovery in here. Ooh, choke or predator? I'm gonna do choke. Piercing wail him. Strike him. Fortunately, I'm going to take some damage. But he's hurting. Yeah, got that shiv. Cool, so I'll terror him. Shiv him. Yeah. Oh, we'll retain backflip. And he'll die from, doesn't matter. He'll die from poison. Boom. Ooh, ornamental fan. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. I'll take it. All right. Got deflect, gain 4 block for free. Flying knee, deal 8 damage next turn, gain an extra energy. And blade dance, add 2 shivs into your hand. Let's go for the flying knee. Rest here. And now we're on the boss. This guy's pretty easy, so shouldn't be too difficult. Awesome. Pretty decent hand. We'll do some infinite blades to start. Poison stab him. I'm just gonna strike him. Goop spray. Well laid plans. Be able to retain a card. Terror him. Neutralize him. Nope, that's not what I meant to click. Apply deadly poison. And then, yeah, might as well use that defend up since I don't get to... Oh, well, I have well laid plans. I could have been able to keep it. That's fine. It's just a defend. Which I now need. Shit. Well, we can neutralize. We can shiv. Let's do discovery and hope that it's something good that will mitigate that 26 that he's about to do to me. Fuck. Oh, boy. Guess it's got to be malaise. No, that really sucked. Oof. So let's shiv him. He's not attacking this turn. So we'll just get in some good damage. And we'll hold on to Survivor. I'll retain to defend. Girl Learns StarCraft subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thanks, Girl Learns StarCraft. What a pal. Now my September sub goal is up to 8. With 6 days left to go, if I get 2 more subscriptions, I'll hit my goal for September, or Subtember. So thanks a ton, Girls Learn StarCraft. I believe that's my IRL friend Maggie, whose Twitch channel over there is her learning to play StarCraft. If you couldn't tell by the title, Girl Learns StarCraft. So, yes, it's my favorite BG cashier. Hi, Maggie. Thank you so much for the subscription. I only need 2 more and I hit my goal for the month. I'm very happy and bless. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always, always good. Good feeling. I don't want to take either of these for the next turn. Oh, I don't have to. So yeah, if anyone watching this on VOD or watching live right now wants to watch a Girl Learn StarCraft, head on over to Girl Learn StarCraft's Twitch page, and I'm sure that will be quite entertaining. She's a great person. Oh boy. If I do a little bit more damage to him, I think I'll interrupt him out of whatever the hell he's about to do. So let's try... Yep, there we go. I think I'll just strike, defend, and then I'll get to retain backflip. Almost was able to kill him this turn, which would have been dope, but eh. Well, this should be pretty easy. They each have 8 health. So we'll poison stab this one. He's going to die from the poison. Then we'll apply 5 poison to that one, and he'll die from the poison. And then I'll just end my turn. Doesn't matter. They're both dead. I got a trophy for doing something. Being awesome. Alright, I can take Adrenaline, gain energy, draw 2 cards, exhaust, and that's free. Phantasmal Killer. Next turn your attacks deal double damage, but that's 2 to cast. Or Wraith Form. Gain 2 intangible at the end of your turn, lose 1 dexterity, and that's 3 to cast. All good cards, but I have to go with Adrenaline. Alright, and I get a cool boss relic. I get Tiny House. Upon pickup, obtain 1 potion, gain 50 gold, raise your max HP by 5, obtain 1 card, upgrade 1 random card. Ectoplasm, gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer gain gold. Oof, no. Wristblade, attacks that cost 0, deal 3 additional damage, which would be good for all the shivs that I'm about to get from Infinite Blades. So I'm going to grab the Wristblade. Get some Assassin's Creed. Alright, let's check this motherfucker out. The right path doesn't really have a whole lot of elites. And I want to kill elites, so we're not going down the right path. It's the wrong path, not the right path. I feel like maybe the second one, because then I hit an elite right there after a couple events, and then I hit a bonfire to heal up after the elite. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Thievery. Oh, I hate these guys. Oh. Alright. Let's see. Let's see if I can kill him as fast as I did during my last play as the Ironborn, because that was pretty dope. Let's neutralize this one. Oh, I should have terrored first. Fuck. That's okay. We'll terror this one, actually. Piercing Whale. Get one more backflip. Whoa. Give me your money, all that you got. Fork it on over, or some puppets will get shot. That's a song from Avenue Q. All right, so I did draw the infinite blades. So, but I do have poison stab and flying knee too. What should I do? Should probably heal up a little bit. And by heal up, I mean get some block on me. So let's get rid of strike. We don't need that shit. We'll do infinite blades, and we'll do a flying knee on this motherfucker. Anything good I can... No, I do not. So I'll take a little bit of damage this turn, but I just got to make sure I kill them both before they run away, because these guys really suck. They take all your money. It's the worst. Yeah. We're going to do that one because it'll be free and then I'll get 2 extra energy next turn. Shiv this guy. And strike him. Then give him some poison. And then I'll defend for a good chunk of that attack that I'm about to get. Let's see if I can somehow make this where I don't lose any money. Okay, he'll die from poison, so I don't need to attack him anymore. I don't really need any block because they're not attacking. He dies, so I get that money back. But this motherfucker, he's going to run away next turn, so I have to kill him this turn or I don't get my money back. I'll do that. Give him some... Get a shiv on him. Deadly poison. Strike. Strike. Fuck. Oh, yeah, he's going to die from the poison! I got all my money back. Alright. All out attack. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. Discard 1 card at random. Tactician. Unplayable. If this card is discarded from your hand, gain energy and slice, which is just a free 5 damage. Let's take... It's so situational. Free 5 damage is nice. Oh, but it'd actually be 7 damage because of my wrist blade. So actually, I'm going to take that. I hate this guy so much. Let's get some well-laid plans in. Ba, 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 ba. Just in case. Oh no, that hurt so bad. Not twice. Neutralize. Slice him. Poison stab. Infinite blades. Defend, defend. A pretty great turn. Why not? So let's shiv him. Apply some more deadly poisson. Do the old backflip. Neutralize again. Awesome. Yeah, we'll keep one for next turn just in case. Well, we'll start with the good old classic shiv. I'll do discovery. Could be something good. Or it won't be anything good. Could retain 2 cards. Defend a little bit of that damage, but there's not really anything I can do about it. I try to kill him this turn. I don't think I would be able to, but let's go ahead and gain 2 strength and we'll just fly and knee him. Oh, hell yeah. He's dead. So I have Deflect Plus, gain 7 block for free. Dagger Throw Plus, deal 12 damage, draw 1 card, discard 1 card for 1. And Terror Plus, which applies 99 vulnerable, for free. I'm gonna go for... I already have a Terror in my deck. It's not a Terror Plus, but I can always upgrade it at a Bonfire to a Terror Plus if I need to, and I feel like I only really need one of those in the deck. I'm going to grab that Deflect. Just free block. A man with an eye patch and a devilish grin strides up to you. Hey there, stranger. Interested in advancing science? I can make you stronger than any training or blessing. You're gonna need it if you're one of those heroes with a death wish. What do you say? So I could test Jax and get Jaxed, which adds this Jax card into my deck, which is free, and lose 3 HP and gain 2 strength. I can become a test subject and transform 2 cards, or I can ingest mutagens and obtain a special relic. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Marvelous. You quaff the mysterious substance. Immediately you are invigorated and feel your muscle fibers twitch. Twitch.tv/JetSetSamurai. Hey. Mutagenic strength. Start each combat with 3 strength. At the end of your first turn, lose 3 strength. It's not great, but I mean, I've never had it before, so it'll unlock it in the old library gallery thingy. As you make your way through the large buildings, you come across a long, narrow bridge and spot knights on either side facing one another. You approach. Halt! A knight forcefully gestures you to stop with its giant lance. Today is the day I must settle the score with the murderer of my beloved pet Noodles. Until then, you may not pass. Fellow witness, why don't you bet on who you think will emerge victorious? So I can bet on the murderer 50 gold, and I have a 70% chance of winning 100 gold, or I can bet on the owner, bet 50 gold, and I have a 30% chance to win 250 gold. Chat? Thoughts? I mean, either way, I have a pretty good chance of getting my money back. I'm just going to go on the owner. Go big or go home, right? Give me strength, Noodles. Clamping down his helmet, the knight charges forward. Give me strength, Noodles is what I say every time I go to Noodles and Company. Crash, clang, pow. The owner died. You lost the bet, but at least you weren't gouged by a lance. T. Oh, we'll go fight this thing. Oh, I hate these guys. Oh. Really, really hate these guys. I like that card. Think what I'm going to do, since I have the bonus strength on the first turn, is flying knee this guy, which gives me an extra thing next turn. Should I infinite blades or should I piercing wail? Or I could just defend. I'm going to do this. That'll mitigate the damage I take a little bit. Alright, so we're going to slice that guy. Oh, I can play all the rest of my hand. So gain 5 block, gain 5 block. Poison this motherfucker. Poison that motherfucker. I'll take 14 damage, which sucks, but... I don't really need to gain defense, but this could draw some better cards. Get that out of the way. Shit. This might be bad. I'm going to take a lot of damage. Oof. Ooh. Draw 1 card. If you draw a skill, gain 3 block. I don't really see the downside in that. Choke plus, though. Deal 12 damage whenever you play a card this turn. But it costs 2. I'm going to take the escape plan. Oh. Shit. I think I'm going to die. Unless I get really lucky. I could be getting lucky. Not to jinx it. Nope, and that's where my luck ends. Shit. This ain't it, Chief. Could it be? I don't know, this is feeling kind of crazy. Did I really just beat him with 1 health for the entire fight? Oh my god. Oh wow. That was crazy. Whew. Do I risk it? No. Do I? Let's do it. Let's just do it. No! Dang it. Alright. That's okay. We can still be able to get this. Alright. I'll do that. Do that. He's not going to hit me. So let's do this. Oh no, it wore off. Oh no, not confusion. Well. Oh. I have to use defend or he's gonna kill me. Dang it. Well, I can still keep maybe poison stab. Oh no. Oh no. Are you kidding me? No. I'm dead. Oh. Oh, I hate those things. Well, what can you do? It's random, right? Well, that'll end my stream for the day. I'm just going to go ahead and be done there since that's a good stopping point. I don't really want to start another game and have it only go for 15 minutes or so. So this will be me signing off. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Huge thank you to Girl Learns StarCraft for the subscription. I only need 2 more with 6 days left to go to reach my September subscription goal. Keep in mind it is September, so tier 1 subscriptions for everyone are half off, so $250 for a tier 1 subscription this month, and it would greatly help me out. And also, if you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. Connect those two. You get a free subscription you can give out every month that costs you nothing, but gives your favorite content creator, which could be me, money, and a subscription to literally keep this thing going and keep the lights on and keep new fresh games coming in and flowing for fresh new content. So if you like what you see, if give me a follow. If you love what you see, give me a subscription. I would very much appreciate it. Trying to hit that September sub goal. Tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to be playing yet, but we're trying a new thing this week where I rotate through a couple different games. So Monday we did Slay the Spire. Tomorrow is a big question mark. Definitely tune in tomorrow to find out, and check my Twitter for details. As always, you can follow me on Twitter at JetSetSamurai. Add me on PlayStation Network at JetSetSamurai. You can find me on Xbox at JetSetSamurai 2. That's a long story. And ooh. I don't know what got them all crazy, but I'm going to sign off. So bye, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.